That the 34-year-old suffered the injury during the Bucks' first-round playoff series, but the team decided to waive him and stretch out the remainder of his contract. DeAndre Ayton and the Lakers have agreed on a 2-year deal. The 26-year-old became a free agent after negotiating a contract buyout last week with the Trailblazers and cleared waivers on Wednesday. The Hornets and Spencer Dinwiddie have agreed on a 1-year deal. He's entering his 12th NBA season. He played last season with the Mavericks and started 30 games. He's also played for the Nets, Pistons, Wizards, and Lakers. Mike Brown is the new head coach of the New York Knicks. Save big when you bundle auto and home, renters, or condo with Progressive. That's the SportsGrid Sports Flash. I'm Chuck Sanders.
Get ready for July 4th with early savings at Lowe's. Right now, get up to 40% off select major appliances and get an additional 10% off 2 or more select major appliances. Plus, get 3 Stay Green or premium 2 cubic foot mulch bags for just $10. These deals are coming in hot. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 6/25. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. See Lowe's.com for more details. Excludes Alaska and Hawaii.
If your family's summer style needs a little pick-me-up, you've got to go to Kohl's. They have everything from polos and cute dresses to comfy kids' outfits and Sephora essentials, plus more. Not to mention, you can get 20% off some of your faves and earn Kohl's cash. Yup, summer's already looking more stylish, all thanks to Kohl's. Select styles. Offer ends July 6th. Some exclusions apply. Coupons and Kohl's cash do not apply to Sephora. See store or Kohls.com for details.
It's a sweet deal.
All you gotta do is just listen
and start winning. We can't make it any simpler.
Yeah, we'd be lying if we told you we hadn't considered asking for a cut.
Get the winning edge.
This is the SportsGrid Radio Network.
The only place in football where the offense is always on the field is on Moneyline. With the 2 best hosts in radio, Donnie Rightside.
If anybody wasn't watching, let's not know what you were doing.
And Kevin Walsh.
Act like you've been there before.
On the SportsGrid Radio Network, SiriusXM Channel 159.
Oh, and away we go in the best hour of your day. It is now officially underway. It is Moneyline right here on a Thursday afternoon. It's your boy DRS right now. And there's Kevin Walsh reappearing on the screen, coming up here momentarily, because why? We have a lot of hot topics to get to, which includes a big-time glizzy eating competition tomorrow on the 4th of July and a big weekend across the board. Major League Baseball, you got NBA hot topic talks, you got action soon in the NFL in the coming weeks here, and away we go. It's a nice way to sit back, relax on a Thursday to get the people ready, Kevin, for a big-time holiday weekend.
No doubt about it, DRS. What are the big 4th of July plans? How do you approach a somewhat eating holiday with your, of course, insane lifestyle?
Simple. You have people over to your house, and I fire up the grill when I want to fire it up. I eat when I want to eat, and that's the way we get down and be able to relax. And hopefully it's a warm day, maybe take a dip in the hot tub, a couple cigars. But that's the way I approach it here. But I do get to eat a lot, and, it's just a shame that I can't partake in that. Hey, people come over at noon, you eat then, eat a little bit more at 2, eat a little bit more at 3, maybe a little bit more at 4, a couple cocktails throughout the day, and who's got the ice cream at night? I just don't get to live that anymore, but I get to eat. Don't get me wrong.
You could, though. You could. You're at some point, you're going to have to fix yourself there, pal.
Soon.
Never.
Pretty soon you'll be the same way. Ben Stevens will be the same way. Joe Frizo, same way. Everybody will be the same way. Lisi, come on.
No, I'm starving. Now, what's on the grill? You're grilling. Do we already have the meat secured? What's the story?
No, don't have it yet. Yep, don't have it yet, but I'm figuring that we'll probably, I got a couple things to do in the afternoon. I don't want to go like 2 o'clock to the supermarket today before 4th of July, so wait till a little bit later tonight. You got to get burgers, you got to get hot dogs, and then, sometimes it is chicken that we'll put up, because I have the Blackstone flat top and also the Weber grill, so we can do it either which way. I don't think any steaks will be on there, but just the normal 4th of July fare, which I tell you, man, I like a good hot dog, maybe a good sausage there on a Friday, cooking it up tomorrow on the 4th of July. You a big sausage guy?
I don't mind some sausage. Can I recommend you Can I recommend you some cheddar brats? I don't mind them.
Yeah, I don't mind them. You like a little
good
bit of the
move.
flavor inside there for the glizzies. How about that?
It's a real move, DRS. I would recommend it. Did I tell you about my grilling conquest? I got real proud of myself. I grilled a
you
steak.
can turn it on now. Is that what it is?
No, honestly, I still don't think I've turned it on. I think both times my fiance turned it on. But
Isn't it auto start though? You press one button, it clicks.
Well, it's just like turning on the propane tank.
Oh, you
I just haven't done it yet.
City guy?
It's not that I haven't done. I just kind of I look at him like and then she's like, I just move, and I'm like, all right, that's fine. But I grilled 2 steaks now. Both came out really good. Yeah. So I was happy with that.
Yep.
So I got some grilling steaks now.
Medium well, deliciousness.
No. You know what's funny is I've been watching so many of these videos now on YouTube. Yep. And now I'm starting to critique guys who clearly know more than me. I'm like, ooh, that's a little well done. This guy's got to get that thing off the grill.
No, let me tell you something. I'll cook a steak the way I like it, slice it up, and be like, the only way to eat a steak. You know what I mean? Come on.
What would you do if you were grilling steaks for a party, though? How do you go about that? You just make them your way, and then that's it?
Well, first off, we're not grilling steaks for anybody's party over here. You know what I mean? Like, that's like me and the wife and the kid are eating at night. Yeah, I'll grill up some steaks. We're not getting 25, strip steaks out here for a 4th of July party. That ain't happening. In this economy,
I didn't know how big the party was. I didn't know if like 2 steaks would suffice everybody because there's so much food. You get 2 steaks and that suffices. Yep. Everybody gets a couple pieces.
Yeah, I don't know. Because usually, it's not really a medium. You know what I mean? So, Pops will come over once in a while, cook up a steak. But, I mean, you ask them the way they want it cooked, and you give it to them there. But most people aren't like, let me just, black and blue that thing and just hand it over after 30 seconds, and it's raw, like tartare or something like that. So, but no, parties, never steaks there. Usually just cheeseburgers, hot dogs. By the way, will you be grilling or eating any hot dogs tomorrow? It's always a big point of contention for you.
Yeah, I don't eat hot dogs. I won't be eating any hot dogs tomorrow.
Doesn't make any sense, though. They're delicious, man.
They're not, though. They're not.
Potato bun, a well-cooked hot dog.
I like that now.
Sauerkraut, a little relish, and some spicy mustard. Like, a hot dog is a nice delicacy when it's not really a delicacy, because I don't eat one every day. Like, hey, I'm in the city. I go out for lunch, the hot dog cart across the street. Like, it's just normal fare. Like, I only eat hot dogs. I got to tell you, if 3 different occasions a year is a lot. And I enjoy it, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Are they all summer, or is it like 2 summer and then a random occasion?
It could be a random occasion. Like, you're out somewhere, and it's like, hey, there's hot dogs here. Or, exactly. Get a hot dog. Even you go to Five Guys and get, a hot dog. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes I'm just in there, let me get the cheeseburger. Oh, yeah, no, throw a hot dog on that bad boy. Nah,
that's crazy, man.
Yeah.
That's totally twisted.
Burger and a dog? What do you mean it's twisted?
You're going to Five Guys and getting hot dogs?
I don't want the 2 double cheeseburgers, so I try to balance it out. The 1 double cheeseburger to 1 glizzy. You know what I mean?
No, that's crazy, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You tell them, hold on the fries, because you don't get fries there, so you got to get something else with the burger. It just can't be the fries.
Do you every time go somewhere else to get the fries? I know you say you don't like the fries, which I cannot believe. But
you know what? I have switched over to Five Guys, because I'm probably at Five Guys, not once a week, once every other week, let's just say. Like I'm at Chipotle multiple times a week. I go to I've been to Panda in 2 or 3 weeks.
You eat at home?
No, but why though? What would I eat? Actually, 2 days ago, I had peanut butter and jelly sandwich. That's it. Why would I eat at home? Pizza? Nobody's cooking. Who's making food for me? Who's making food for me at noon? Nobody. Nobody's even here. You know what I mean? Make myself something, I guess I could. Hey, crock pot. I've had a crock pot about 2 weeks ago. But no, nobody's eating with me. So I'm always, the minute this show ends, at noon, we're surfing.
Where are you going? Where are you going?
You know what? I do feel like it might be a Chipotle day. I think it might be a Chipotle day. Yeah. I've been a big fan of, usually the Chipotle burrito. But to me, to be honest, I've been digging on the bowls, man, with extra white rice. And it's always got to be a large bag of chips and a large guac. Polish them off on the ride home. Then you get to the main course. Then you get to the Mr. Good bars after that.
You're starving yourself. 1.
No.
Okay.
No way.
You're starving yourself. 2. You're so in your ways that you just responded to the "Do you ever eat at home?" question. Like I just suggested the craziest thing you've ever heard.
We don't need any plates. We don't need dirty up any dishes. We don't dirty kitchens up. Like everything is thrown away in the trash. It's a glorious. So worrying about where you're eating whatever you want for lunch is like a great day. Because I got to feel like I remember back in the day, which is like 2 years ago. By the way, it is July 3rd. September 1st will be 2 full years of fasting.
Yeah,
no
time
alcohol,
to drop this thing.
No caffeine, all that stuff.
Energized,
ready to go. Fantasticness here. You know what I mean? But by the way, what the hell was the point I was just making here? You got me.
You and your never eating at home gimmick.
Never eating at home. Like,
you never having cold cuts in the fridge. Be like, you know what? Let's make a roast beef and cheese.
Yeah, I completely lost my point. I had a really good point to make. Maybe it comes up later in the show. You know what I mean?
You've never thrown some fries in the air fryer. You're like, I gotta just go to Wendy's.
Exactly. Oh, but yeah, here. Okay, good. See, it came right back to me right there. See, I'm not getting that old right now. But like in the past, like you people, when I say you people is listening to the radio right now who eat normally, not like I do. I gotta tell you, there were times, Kevin, like after like a week and a half, it'd be like, I don't feel like eating really too much because I've had every single fast food and every single food multiple times over the past 2 weeks. You ever get that way? Like, what do you want for dinner tonight? Honestly, I don't know. Like, that's never the case with me. Like, I can't.
Yeah, because sometimes it's hard. Yeah, because you're starving yourself.
No, I'm not. Fine. Look at me. Lovely.
This guy hasn't enjoyed a full thing for 3 years.
He hasn't digested a full.
The boys of summer have returned and taken the field for the great American pastime. You should monetize that. Get the winning edge. This is the SportsGrid Radio Network.
With your news flash, I'm Trey Westerberg. This update brought to you by Progressive. Sean Diddy Combs was convicted of prostitution-related offenses but acquitted Wednesday of sex trafficking and racketeering charges that could have put him behind bars for life. The mixed result came on the third day of deliberations. It could still send the 55-year-old to prison for as long as a decade and is likely to end his career as a hit-making music executive, fashion entrepreneur, brand ambassador, and reality TV star. Microsoft is firing thousands of workers, its second mass layoff in months. The tech giant began sending out layoff notices Wednesday. The company declined to say how many people would be laid off, but said it will comprise less than 4% of the workforce it had a year ago. Microsoft said the cuts will affect multiple teams around the world, including its sales division and its Xbox video game business. I'm Trey Westerberg with your news flash.
If your family's summer style needs a little pick-me-up, you've got to go to Kohl's. They have everything from polos and cute dresses to comfy kids outfits and Sephora essentials, plus more. Not to mention, you can get 20% off some of your faves and earn Kohl's cash. Yup, summer's already looking more stylish, all thanks to Kohl's. Select styles. Offer ends July 6th. Some exclusions apply. Coupons and Kohl's cash do not apply to Sephora. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Now there's a new way to take charge of your blood sugar. Introducing New Garlic Healthy Blood Sugar Formula from the makers of the nation's best-selling garlic supplement. New Garlic helps maintain healthy blood sugar levels with clinically supported levels of garlic, plus a custom blend of vitamins and minerals. And it's odor-free. Take charge of your blood sugar with New Garlic Healthy Blood Sugar Formula. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Use as directed.
Luck is a word losers use.
If you think winning is only a matter of chance,
You must be new here.
we give you sports gaming strategies and information that changes outcomes others flip a coin over. This is the SportsGrid Radio Network.
Calm down out there, people. Getting hot. It's Thursday, man. You got a holiday weekend. Hopefully, you got some days off over the next couple of days. Nice to get sleeping in on a Friday, cooking out here. Hot dogs, hamburgers, away you go. The food process here. What do you have? It looks like my plans probably include more hanging around the house, having a couple people over. Any plans for you this weekend outside? Like, you going to take a dip in Queens? Like, where are we going? Is the pool still up at the parents' house?
It's up. They had to redo the deck, but it's up and cooking now.
Okay.
We've been going to the same house now for the last 2 years, so I guess it'll be the third year. We've been going to basically a friend's parents' house out here in Jersey, And I mean, it's great. Pool is absolutely lovely. I think it's like lightly heated, so you can just spend the whole day in there.
Yeah.
The dad's on the grill, does great work. They've good drink, and they're the crowd DRS though. They're like, don't worry, we got you covered fireworks wise if you're excited about it. And they're just out there having their own parade, like
boom,
which
like
is
the big boys.
Yeah, it's a lot, but let them have their
fireworks are supposed to be illegal, but over the past couple of years, like I go to ShopRite, which just shopping, and it's like they got this a whole plethora of fireworks.
Really?
Yeah, fireworks used to not be like legal, but now they're allowed to sell them. I don't get it.
Yeah, I feel like there's certain places it is, and it's not. My only thing with fireworks, I would just say, is like, look, July 4th, of course, I get it. Do what you got to do, but beyond that, man, like, listen. Cut it out, all right? Nobody needs your fireworks on July 7th.
Yep.
Nobody really needs your fireworks on on June 27th because you got them early. You're ruining dogs' lives everywhere by setting those things off. Anyway.
Your dogs don't mind them. Your dogs mind the fireworks, by the way?
Actually, so right now, I mean, we seem to be in I guess it's quiet enough where I'm not hearing them, really. But, like, if they could hear it, I don't think they'd love it. The old family dog back in Queens hated the fireworks. Really was not a fan, which I understood. I mean, I'm not a fan of them. Who's a fan of fireworks going off at 2 a.m. on a mid-July in Queens?
Sound like thunder in the background right now. King D's Sports Betting says, good grilling going on here. Kristen Hess headed to the beach. Now, see,
when was the last time you went to the beach? Now, that's a good question.
Last year. Like, we go a couple times a year because my mom has a place in Brigantine. So they're right on the beach. They come down here for But again, I don't really take vacation days. So choose like a weekend. And I probably would say maybe 3 times a summer, I'm probably on the beach. The wife probably a little bit more sneaking away with the kid, like during the week to go down a couple days. They were just in Wildwood there. But I enjoy the beach. I really do. I like the water, but if it's freezing cold, get out of town. But I just like the relaxation of sitting on the beach, throwing some sunscreen on, putting some tunes on, and just like napping in and out for every couple minutes. Like, I love the beach, though. I'm a big beach fan.
I mean, look, I much prefer a pool. I like getting in the ocean if I can, but the overall process of the beach isn't the most enjoyable.
Why not?
Ready, find a spot. It's hot. I don't know. It's
You're
a little
close
much
to the beach, though. It's not as much anymore.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
have you been? Where you been? Seaside? Like, you've been on the boardwalk,
I haven't.
right? Why not?
It's funny.
You're not a local.
We just went to the boardwalk last night. But I guess not more on the Point Pleasant side, if I'm correct about that.
Okay.
And that was a good time. Now, you ready for this? You'll get a kick. So they gave me, you get the little soft serve ice cream cone, right? And I wasn't like super starving, so I didn't want to get the waffle. Yeah, exactly. So I didn't want to get the waffle cone, so I said, just give me the regular. No, I listen. Lesson was learned. So she hands it to me, and she's like, "Do you want a cup?" Now, there's a little accent going on. I didn't fully understand what was being offered to me. I could tell it was. I could tell it was based on this thing falling. But I was like, well, I thought it was about it more so dripping. I'm like, I'll be fine. It's all good. So I'm starting to attack it, right? Let's just get in there. Next thing you know, I had to catch this thing. I got a full fist of the top of my ice cream. So a woman at a different store went, "You want a cup?" Like, yes, please. So I dunked that in. And now I realized what was going on. I'm like, we just got to keep moving here, man. We just
the big waffle cone, man. Then you spice it up, maybe the waffle cone with like the chocolate around the top of it here.
Oh, that would have been good. That's what I should have done.
Dip it in some Rainbow Jimmies. Come on now. By the way, Rainbow Jimmy's way better than the chocolate.
Let me say this, though, about this little experience I had. So they had the little basketball game, right?
Yes.
Usually they're rigged, you would think, right?
Correct.
Like, no way I'm ever making it
in the hoop. Yeah.
Right. So you get 5 shots for $10, right? And you get a medium prize. Now I'm thinking to myself, listen, because right in front of me, a younger girl she made 2 of them in. I'm like, all right, I should be able to make 1 of these, right? Like medium prize. Like, what am I going to pass the duck over to the missus? Like,
yeah.
But then I'm like, I think one of the basketballs are a medium prize. So I'm over there. I'm taking my time. I get that thing to go in. I came away with a Kentucky basketball, like not a mini basketball, Donnie, like a full size basketball. I was about to walk over and be like, listen, I'll give you $20 for one of the basketballs.
Was it
I don't even want to shoot.
Kentucky brand basketball. Like it was left over for like years and years and years. We got to get rid of this. Nobody's taking this one here. Were you dribbling around the boardwalk?
Well, I had a bag because we bought a hoodie. Like I was like, let's embrace this whole thing. So we were having a good time, man. We were playing a racing game, little skee ball. We made a whole thing of it. It was after we went to the steakhouse. It was a nice time.
There you go. Look at that outside living. Like, ain't nobody going to steakhouses around here at night. We're done eating. Tell the wife, like the wife sometimes wants to sneak some ice cream, give it an evil eye. Like, I'm not supposed to be eating at night. You know what I mean?
No, that's crazy.
Getting older.
What's you have a favorite steakhouse by you, Donnie?
Fleming's, like, because I am in the let's just say the Cherry Hill area. I really do enjoy Fleming's, but if I had one, again, I guess you could say like a chain steakhouse that you would like. Like I've been to every chain. High-end, super high-end, low-end steakhouse you can go to. It's Ruth's Chris for me. It's my favorite by far, the cowboy steak. Every single time it hits, whenever we have like a big occasion, anniversary, a birthday, for anywhere near, because a lot of times we're in Atlantic City. They have one in Atlantic City. We used to be closer to Philadelphia. We don't really go to Philadelphia much anymore at this point now. We used to always go to the one downtown in Center City. But I love Ruth's Chris. But around me is a place called Fleming's. By the way, you have to get like a pay raise to afford to go to like good steakhouses anymore. It used to be like, hey man, going for a nice steak, you're gonna pay a little bit. Now, whoops, like 3 bills without even getting a glass of alcohol at this point. But I love a good steak dinner. Ruth's Chris for me, people. We'll be right back at Moneyline.
Stamping out the boredom in baseball year after year. We bring you all the angles, insights, and information you need. This is the SportsGrid Radio Network.
The SportsGrid Radio Network presents This Date in Sports History.
2006, Red Wings legend Steve Yzerman officially retires from the NHL, finishing with 692 goals. Stevie Y led the Red Wings to 3 NHL championships in his 22-year career.
Gretzky had it, lost it. Yzerman picks it up. Yzerman moving, blue line chance. Steve Yzerman!
For SportsGrid Radio, I'm Mike DeMurgis.
The Technology Minute with George Capalbo.
Scientists at the Max Planck Institute have uncovered a direct link between the smell of food and how full your stomach feels. At least if you're a mouse. A neural circuit between the brain and the olfactory nerves of the septum is triggered by the scent of food, making a mouse feel full without eating. However, overweight mice do not have this mechanism. Not yet understood if this effect translates to humans. However, the smell of spoiled food? A well-known appetite killer. Follow me at G Capalbo on X and stay tuned to the Technology Minute for more cool stuff like this.
Carver and Lisi.
It's a move the chips deal when you initially see it, and then you see who they give up, and they take 2 steps back. Like, great, you get DK Metcalf. Oh, it's great. They got a dynamic 1-2 punch. But now we send and ship George Pickens to Dallas. So now you're right back where you started one. You got a pure number 1 and nobody else.
It's Carver and Lisi with Mike Carver and Joe Lisi. Weekdays, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific on the SportsGrid Radio Network.
Have you noticed how hard it is these days to find something to believe?
Nonsense is everywhere.
But at SportsGrid,
We put our mouth where your money is. Because if we're ever wrong,
You wouldn't win.
get it?
this is the SportsGrid Radio Network.
Love the chat box here on a thirsty Thursday as we head into a July 4th weekend, which starts tomorrow. Everybody out there having a lot of good fun here. And by the way, King D Sports has St. Elmo's and Ruth's Chris Steakhouse here. St. Elmo's, I would assume, is that the one in Indy? That's the famous one with the fire shrimp cocktail. I think St. Elmo's Steakhouse is in Atlanta. I've never been there, but I've been to steakhouse, great steak places all over the place. What else we got here? Got the grills. Also, Vic Ferrari booing you, Kevin. Let the people live.
Whoa.
I love that. I don't know what it's in regards to, but I love the fact that you're getting slandered
is it because
in the chat box out here.
Is it because I find it might be? It probably is.
Yep.
But I do it. Listen, you got to understand. I do that for you, not against you. You know, because at some point, like Donnie, you can't be 55 living like this. That's gonna be that's crazy. There's no way. It's gonna
take me into the next millennium. Like I wouldn't be able to have like energy. The energy I have, and football season coming up. I made the change for the network where I don't get sick. I'm going to show up on time. You got to respect it. I'm not bloated. I get slimmed down a couple pairs of pants. You know what I mean? I feel like I look better on air at this point right now. It's just a really good spot and also it is crazy because me coming from an environment where I'm an eater, man. I could eat all day long, 6 meals and snacks in between. And if anybody's, hey, man, anybody want a slice of pizza? Like, I just ate. Sure, I'll take a slice of pizza. Like, just getting rid of that for like and then again, the enjoyment of you wake up in the morning and it's like, you know what? What am I eating for lunch today? Never thought about that before. It's like, give me a bacon, egg, and cheese in the morning. We'll figure it out.
Wait, let me ask this quick question then, and then we can move off of this. My crusade to get you to stop. Yeah. If your schedule changed, do you think you would change then what you do?
I don't think I would ever turn into like a dinner eater again, though, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, because you wake up and you're like, okay, I can run and I have my vitamins. But then, like, the schedule that I have now is perfect for what I do because I can't say, man, I'm so hungry right now at 11:26. I can't wait till 12. Let me go eat. Well, I'm on the air. So it takes my mind off of it, like stuff like that.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, what if you were on air until 8 instead of asleep at 8? You know what I mean? Like,
no, I don't think it would. Like, we do that at night, though. Like, when we do the football show at night, I'm getting home at 1 a.m.
I know.
And I haven't eaten since 11:30 in the morning.
We're always worried about you. We're always like, text us when you get home, Donnie. We're always worried about you. Sometimes I'm like, you let him leave? You didn't sneak him. You can't let him go.
You can get the guy with a blood test here. All right, so here we go. So food's out there. Anybody in the chat box? Yeah, and by the way, Vic Fry says the St. Elmo's cocktail sauce is so hot. I mean, yes, it's one of the. By the way, we've talked about this before, like spicy foods. As I've gotten older, I've started to enjoy more spicier foods. But I'm not talking about like, oh, let me just eat where it's funny that I can't feel my mouth for 2 days. Like, I don't enjoy that one bit at all. But I used to be like, just give me mild. And then it's turned into like, you know what? I really enjoy like Tabasco sauces now. And I like the spice and the kick. I like my nose to run a little bit, like, you know, some spicy, whatever at, you know, a Chinese restaurant at this point here. So it's like spiciness going in. Like, would you like a spicy shrimp cocktail that just blasts your mouth?
No.
There you go. You know what I mean? Should have had a yes. It would have been a good take. Yep. Should have been a good take right there. Should have cut that. Send it out to the people in masses. You know? Get that kick.
What's going on? What's going on with Shamar Stewart? Any updates?
Yeah, no updates with Shamar Stewart, but we do have an update on DeAndre Ayton at this point, Kevin. 2 years, $16 million. The Lakers got the one piece to the puzzle they didn't have, which was a center, which landed in their lap, man. I thought it was a good move. Double guy, big guy. They had no big guys per se. And now we're hearing, Kevin, maybe a little interest there in the Miami Heat sending Andrew Wiggins out to the Lakers. Are we talking about a rebirth for the Lakers and LeBron James?
Yeah, I'm still trying to, you know, reach out to LeBron's people, let them know we want to leave, Don.
Get on.
If he gets, gets dealt, let me tell you this: he gets dealt, I'm shaking every tree to figure out who can upload the podcast. Like, I'm leaving the party, middle of it. Like, we got things to do. Yeah, I think LeBron should really explore leaving LA. I think DeAndre Ayton's a worthwhile gamble though for the Lakers, right? At the end of the day, this is a guy who's 26 right now, who's been a double-double every single season in his career. Is DeAndre Ayton ever going to rip off multiple All-Star teams? Yeah, probably not. But is DeAndre Ayton a worthwhile gamble for a basketball team that is telling themselves next year's goal is not even win a championship? It's just walk in the correct direction of this Luka Doncic tenure. If that's their goal, DeAndre Ayton's a great move.
And he was only $8 million a year. He wasn't five for $145 million. Yeah. Talk a little bit more on the NBA, including the New York Knicks. Hey, we got our guy. He was always our guy. Well, until at least yesterday. That's Mike Brown and the Knicks. But by the way, did you see the odds on the New York Knicks to win the conference? We'll go to that next.
If you ever hear a Taylor Swift song here,
something has gone horribly wrong.
We only give you sports gaming strategies and information you need. This is the SportsGrid Radio Network.
Progressive presents the SportsGrid Sports Flash. I'm Chuck Sanders. Dodgers left-hander Clayton Kershaw became the 20th pitcher in baseball history to record 3,000 career strikeouts. He notched number 3,000 by striking out White Sox third baseman Vinny Capra on Wednesday night. He's just the fourth left-hander to enter the exclusive club following Hall of Famers Randy Johnson, Steve Carlton, and CC Sabathia. The 37-year-old's one of 5 pitchers to record 3,000-plus strikeouts with one team, joining John Smoltz with the Braves, Carlton with the Phillies, Bob Gibson with the Cardinals, and Walter Johnson with the Washington Senators. Mike Brown is the new head coach of the New York Knicks. He's a 2-time Coach of the Year and was last in charge of Sacramento, but was let go 31 games into last season. He's also coached the Cavaliers and the Lakers and took the 06-07 Cavaliers to the NBA Finals. Save big when you bundle auto and home, renters, or condo with Progressive. That's the SportsGrid Sports Flash. I'm Chuck Sanders.
If your family's summer style needs a little pick-me-up, you've got to go to Kohl's. They have everything from polos and cute dresses to comfy kids' outfits and Sephora essentials, plus more. Not to mention, you can get 20% off some of your faves and earn Kohl's cash. Yup, summer's already looking more stylish, all thanks to Kohl's. Select styles. Offer ends July 6th. Some exclusions apply. Coupons and Kohl's cash do not apply to Sephora. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
One of life's greatest mysteries has finally been solved.
Who let the dogs out? Spruce.
It's Spruce, the new hard-working, worry-free weed and grass killer that's safe for use around people and pets. When used as directed, spray the leaves for visible results in just 1 hour and dead weeds in just 1 day. You spray, they play. Weeds die by the next day. Find Spruce wherever weed killers are sold.
Let's keep it real. Baseball can be boring. That's where SportsGrid comes in. Nothing livens up those 9 innings like sports gaming. You might experience something you've never felt in a baseball game, a quickened pulse. This is the SportsGrid Radio Network.
$16 million for DeAndre Ayton as he goes to the Los Angeles Lakers after getting bought out by the Portland Trailblazers. But I did tease before the break, the New York Knicks found their guy, and everybody's like, well, all right, he looks like he could be just a guy. He's been around the block a long time. Mike Brown hasn't won a championship. Last time he coached a championship, I believe, was like in, 2006, 2007 with the Cleveland Cavaliers and LeBron James. I believe they got smoked in that series. But here's the interesting part to me. The Knicks, as we usually enter in every year, is like, hey, yeah, good team. Top 3, top 4 in the odds market. Kevin, they're number 1 now on FanDuel. The Knicks are plus 270 price to win the Eastern Conference. And the coach they provide is Mike Brown, not Thibodeau. So now you say to yourself, did they get their guy? Did they settle on their guy? And what I was asking Ben is like, I need a book on this. Because you know why? I need to hear who they had in their back pocket when they fired Tibbs. And then that guy goes, ooh, I don't know if it's a good time for me right now. Who was that guy that they fired Tibbs for? Wasn't Mike Brown, tell you that.
I don't think they had what you're describing. I don't think they fired Thibodeau because they were positive Jason Kidd was going to force his way out of Dallas. I think, Donnie, it's a team that looked at Tom Thibodeau and said, I don't think he's going to cross the finish line. And you know what? Maybe the guy we bring in won't either, but we feel pretty strongly that Thibodeau will not. So we need to shake this up a little bit. And losing to the Pacers with home court advantage was a disappointment. There's no other way to put that. And a disappointment like that can bring change. And they didn't change the roster. They didn't send out Karl Anthony Towns or OG Anunoby or Mitchell Robinson. That didn't happen, right? What they did do was change the coach. And we see that all the time. You want to put the conspiracy hat on, though, a little bit? LeBron James may get dealt. And Mike Brown has a much better chance of giving the Knicks a seat at the table in the LeBron race.
LeBron getting dealt. Who's talking about it? You?
In all seriousness, if you think that that's true, you got to cleanse your feet a little bit, pal.
No.
Because it's very much so a thing. It's not that he hasn't put in a trade request or anything of the nature, But, I mean, Donnie, like, surely you saw all of the things that were said. You quote tweeted them when he opted in and then was like, I basically don't understand what the Lakers are doing. All the Rich Paul comments. Okay.
Now they made a couple moves. They might bring in Wiggins. Got to love it again now. They got a center. They got LaRavia.
Yeah, so they signed Jake LaRavia, clear big. You're a big fan of.
Yeah.
Lost Dorian Finney-Smith.
Nobody.
And then brought in DeAndre Ayton.
Yep. Now we got Wiggins on the burner. Come on now.
Yeah, I guess so, man.
We got Luka.
Right.
Austin's coming back. Come on now.
316. I just think that, listen, I think it's worth exploring at the minimum. And we've not seen any report suggest that Cleveland, the Cavaliers, are going to go headfirst to try and bring LeBron back home. Now, that's no surprise. They're a terribly ran team that has never somehow still maybe appreciated that LeBron is everything to that organization.
Yeah.
But in New York, this is very, very simple, man. The New York Knicks, if LeBron is on that team, they're favorites right now to win the East. What's that number?
Does anybody
care? Who do you tell me, Don? Would you rather give up Karl Anthony Towns? Yeah,
no, I'd rather
sure.
keep Karl Anthony Towns.
That's crazy. That's that's truly insane.
No, not giving him up. OG Anunoby,
Why?
who are you giving up?
Sure. OG and Mitch Rob for LeBron. Send it in.
Maybe Josh Hart,
all
straight
good.
up. LeBron.
Somehow, I'd get knuckleheads telling me no. LeBron James finished 6th in MVP voting last season.
Is that like we don't give up Anthony Volpe for Jacob deGrom when he was completely healthy back in the day for the Nets Yankees trade?
LeBron shows up to the Knicks. They make the finals in that first season. They're going to retire his jersey after 1 year. All right.
Will they be happy? Like, remember when LeBron went out there and was like, LA's king and people got angry? Like, if he comes to New York, is he like the king now? He's over Patrick Ewing, all that?
Yes. Donnie, odds, LeBron, if you just said, hey, LeBron is going to play 2 seasons for the Knicks, he'll finish the what all-time greatest Knick? Easily top 5. He'll pass Melo. Give him 2 cracks at it. He'll pass Melo.
By the way, if he comes
Reed,
back to the Knicks, they can't find the spot for Melo, like 12th man on the roster. Like Melo and Bronny, 11 and 12 on that roster. Come on now. Get the boys back in town.
On there too, Donnie. Let's get
maybe
Melo's kid a
Stoudemire.
spot.
Sure.
Whoa!
That's true.
Stevie Novak?
Yep.
Let's just run the band back together.
Lynn Sanity is your 9th guy coming off the bench.
Now
you know what? We got
talking.
room. We got room for this. Talking about room for this, too, because we're talking about gambling. Just went over to FanDuel. Nathan's hot dog competition tomorrow. Did you know we had Patrick Bertoletti on yesterday, Kevin?
Okay.
Which, again, you weren't on the line. So he won the contest last year without Joey Chestnut, but Joey Chestnut's back. He told us, Kevin, don't bet on me. Like, bet on Joey Chestnut for tomorrow, which I thought was hilarious. I was like, you know what? This guy's, like, honest at this point. Have you bet on the hot dog competition in the past at all?
Never.
Minus 1,800 for Joey Chestnut to come back and win.
I can't even believe there are odds for this.
Any other winner, plus 720. So if you go down to the bottom where it says popular and it's special bets, has like the FanDuel logo, like all the way down that list. And I clicked on it and it came up. You can bet the women's competition and you can bet the men's competition tomorrow.
Popular bets. All right, here we go. Let's see this. And then all the way to the bottom.
Yep.
Look at this. Wow. There's a million things here.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. No, this page doesn't end. This is a never ending rabbit hole you sent me down.
Tons of cash you could pick up right now. Tons of cash out here. Joey Chestnut to win the contest by 20 plus dogs, 25 plus dogs.
What?
Chestnut and Miki Sudo to be combined for 140 dogs eaten tomorrow. Woo.
Oh, here we go.
Lot of action.
That's Chesterfield. Special bets. I got nothing.
76
I
dogs.
can't find this.
Like, don't they worry about the weather? Like if it's too hot or humid, like you can't eat as many.
Here it is. So you can't even get odds on over under dogs, exact order. Oh my gosh, this is whacked. This is insane.
Patrick Bertoletti, by the way, who won it last year, Kevin. If you like, I like this market. You see it sometimes with PGA. Scheffler.
Win without.
Exactly. Winner without Joey Chestnut. Bertoletti is the favorite at minus 170. He said he's just going for his personal record, which, again, probably something around he did last year. That might not be a bad bet. I don't know. What's his because I think his price point, I forget what his price point was and how many he's going to eat. Let me see. Let's go. Patrick Bertoletti.
I mean, Joey's over under 71.5. Why is this guy still eating all this?
Maniac. On, man. What did he do last year? Let me see. Patrick Bertoletti, Clash of Champions, Bertoletti. Let's see, 2024.
Well, here we go. Total dogs. 54.5 for Bertoletti.
That's probably what he did last year then, what I'm assuming, right? Let me see. Let's go to 2024. Well, there's a lot of stuff on his page, man. My goodness. 58 hot dogs. He captured his first title in the event by eating 58 hot dogs last year and buns in 10 minutes to get the mustard belt. So again, that has to at least be one of his bests. And what was his number? 55.5?
54.5.
Oh.
So you might have a best bet there, Donnie.
Yeah. Not bad.
I don't mind that look.
Questions of what he did in his past, Kevin? 47 slices in 10 minutes.
Wow.
Pizza.
A pizza?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Good Lord.
9.17 pounds of blueberry pie in 8 minutes.
What's this Patrick Bertoletti guy?
4 pounds.
We should be running this on the air.
Wings in 8 minutes.
Ugh.
And what
so
is
he's
this?
just going for his record. That's perfect.
1 pound and 15 and a half ounces of chocolate in 7 minutes. Does that sound doable? Or sound like you should be able to do that, right? No?
What is it?
I don't know. I got to ask Kevin if he can compete some of these games. You know what? We got a good topic coming up next year. What's Kevin eating next? And can he challenge some of the biggest eaters in the world right here on Moneyline?
This is sports gaming information you can use. Expert analysis on odds, insights, and strategies you can literally take to the bank. This is the SportsGrid Radio Network.
Progressive presents the SportsGrid Sports Flash. I'm Chuck Sanders. Mike Brown is the new head coach of the New York Knicks. He's a two-time coach of the year and was last in charge of Sacramento, but was let go 31 games into last season. He's also coached the Cavaliers and the Lakers and took the 06-07 Cavaliers to the NBA Finals. Dodgers left-hander Clayton Kershaw became the 20th pitcher in baseball history to record 3,000 career strikeouts. He notched number 3,000 by striking out White Sox third baseman Vinny Capra on Wednesday night. He's just the fourth left-hander to enter the exclusive club following Hall of Famers Randy Johnson, Steve Carlton, and CC Sabathia. The 37-year-old's one of 5 pitchers to record 3,000-plus strikeouts with one team, joining John Smoltz with the Braves, Carlton with the Phillies, Bob Gibson with the Cardinals, and Walter Johnson with the Washington Senators. Save big when you bundle auto and home, renters, or condo with Progressive. That's the SportsGrid Sports Flash. I'm Chuck Sanders.
Find what you love what you find. A Total Wine and More. There's so much waiting for you. Spirits and beer, thousands of wines. Walk right through the door. It's all here to explore. With guides in the know and prices so low, it just might blow your mind. You're gonna find what you love and love what you find.
Drink responsibly, B21.
This weekend is what summer's all about, and Macy's July 4th sale is going on now with deals on everything you need to celebrate. Hosting? Turn your backyard into a party destination with 40 to 50% off outdoor entertaining. Beachbound? Turn heads in this season's hottest swimsuits, sundresses, and more. Get away with the kids? Superpower their summer with 25 to 60% off toys from Nerf. Plus, don't miss Macy's 4th of July fireworks live on NBC and Peacock. Savings off already reduced prices. Exclusions apply.
Ah, springtime. When a young man's fancy turns to
Get your mind out of the gutter.
For sports gaming strategies and information that gives you an unfair advantage, you'll find it all right here.
It's the winning edge.
This is the SportsGrid Radio Network.
Let's go, people. Hot dog eating contest tomorrow. Maybe we'll take a little Patrick Bertoletti action over 54.5 dogs. 8 more last year and was winning it. But he did tell us here, as we like to provide that inside information on the SportsGrid Network, he's going for a personal best, Kevin. And that personal best means I want to get to 60 and still get hammered by Chestnut. Well, There you go. We got an angle for tomorrow morning.
We got eyes on this bird of Letty. I'm
now-
talking to the GTD guys. I'm telling them we got to play this clip tonight. We got to spread the good word to the people.
I'm telling that could go viral. It could go viral, and if it hits, genius. Like we missed out on that opportunity today to go over these special bets, which I didn't even know where the column was, so I just stumbled on it right there. But I wanted to ask because we like to bet out there. The chat box likes to bet. The people listening like to bet, and they'll be watching. Most people watch the hot dog eating contest because there's nothing to do 4th of July morning as you're waiting to cook out. Like,
is
hey,
it
let me
live?
turn it on. It's the other dude. Yes, it is live. Yeah.
But wasn't
Here's
there a
my
stretch
issue
where
with
it wasn't live or something?
I don't
Didn't
think
that
so.
happen?
Maybe way back in the day. But
all right.
It's like a 2-hour show for like 10 minutes. Come on, now. We don't need that. Like we need to. Like let's just say it's 12:30. All right. So break in at 12 o'clock. Introduce everybody. 12:30. You go. 12:40. You're done. You're in and out. I don't need the backgrounds. I don't need the Chestnut's back in the competition and he's ready to go. I don't need that. Here's what I need now, Kevin. Let's see if you can do some of these challenges here. How close you can get. Donuts, Kevin. Cream filled. 47 glazed and cream filled donuts in 5 minutes.
Wow. It wouldn't even get close.
Like, I guess they can smash them down easy. Yeah, like I guess you smash them all down. Now, Kev, if I took 47 donuts and smashed them down, you know what I mean? Like nice little pancake.
Yeah. Donnie, I don't think I would eat 5 in 5 minutes. Now, maybe that's because it's just not like the most up my alley item you're going to bring up here.
How about peanut butter and jelly? Do you do peanut butter and jelly?
I love a peanut butter and jelly now. That's now we're okay. I'm listening.
I'm telling you, I had a couple for lunch the other day. It's like I don't eat it that much, but when you get the fresh bread, it's fantastic. One of the best meals you can have. This guy's knocking down 42 of them in 10 minutes. 4.2 a minute. 4 a minute.
Here's the thing with peanut butter and jelly though. Like, and this is the case with a lot of these foods. No, not even that. But like, it's just not the type of food I could see myself bulk eating. Like,
all right, I got a bulk one for you next.
Don't you think Don? Like, how thin are these things? These peanut butter and jellies.
Who's making them in the back? 2 slices of white bread. Yeah, probably 2 slices. Not the big sourdough. That'll take you some time. Probably just a simple white bread slice, which I don't like.
But how much peanut butter is on
it? The fresh Italian. Yeah, exactly. Probably not a ton, right? They're not just like, hey man, let me load this guy up with a like you can't even chew it. Like, I need a milk,
right?
You know what I mean to get through it at that point. I just saw here. Hold on, let me just. Oh, here we go. Ice cream, Kevin.
Okay.
1.75 pounds in 8 minutes.
No, I can do a lot of ice cream, but I don't know how much ice cream that is.
But I'm gonna let's just say it's a tub of ice cream, right?
Yeah.
But how do you get through that with like a brain freeze, though?
That's a good point.
Like hammering ice cream at that level? You're right. It's not the ice cream. Like if I sat down and hey, look, here's a whole thing of ice cream. You got 15 minutes or 20 minutes or 30 minutes. Like eat as much as you want. You can relax, big spoonful, eat it. Hammering that down as fast as you can. I might be on the ground like with a brain seizure at that point.
But I'm trying to even visualize, Donnie, what. So a gallon is this little is this guy? That's how much a gallon is?
Hold on, let me take a look. What do you got? Ice cream in front of me right here? Let me see. Oh, but you were holding it up for a second, like you had.
No, well, I could. Oh, well, I have it right
but
here.
But a gallon, no, it was a gallon. Yeah, but a gallon. That's not
like.
A pound,
is it this? Though. Is like? Can you see this?
Yeah, I see that. Like, that's what I don't know though. What does it show weight on there? Though?
No, but my point. Well, that's what I'm going to look. How many pounds in a gallon of ice cream?
Yes. How many
pounds in a gallon of ice? It says a gallon between 4.5 and 9 pounds. Now, see, that's not right.
Stop it.
But now hold on. Let me look up a quote. Come on. Someone's got to. No,
this is just convert 1 gallon of ice cream to 4.67 pounds. That can't be it. That doesn't even make sense, does it?
This guy
right?
did. This guy was eating Dixie
Did he eat an ice cream cone? Did he eat an ice cream cone and got the world record?
This guy was at Coors.
Yeah.
This guy just didn't drop it.
Shoo. Key lime pie. I'm not really big on that. Oysters. Nah. Don't know about that.
Ugh.
Shoe fly pie. Not bad. Lancaster County. Love it. Shout out. Strawberry shortcake. He did 15.25 pounds. 15 and a quarter pounds in 8 minutes of strawberry shortcake. Holy moly. What happened at that point? 29 waffles? How about knocking down a whole turkey, though? The whole turkey.
That's something, man. That's probably not even that good time. Like that's.
Yeah.
I just
Now,
don't
hold
even
on
know
here.
how you pick this up, man.
It's a tough life. It's got to be, right? Like, hey, here's my goal. I even asked him, Kevin, like, do you go to like buffets and just like get angry at the buffet and try to take it down? It's like, I don't really like to do that, but sometimes I gotta, a couple people around me that know what I do. They want to see me eat, so I'll indulge the people at that point. That was my question.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know what? Buffet, $6.99 buffet. I'm gonna go in there and hammer that place, man. Just rip it through. He's like, sometimes you get through 20 plates. I'm like, this place probably get killed. Get out of here, man. Throw you out of this place.
I just don't understand. I can't figure it out. Like how why is Joey Chestnut like that much better than everybody else? It just doesn't make any sense. Like none of it. How do you figure that out? What's the truth?
Just like decades of being dominant, it feels like nobody can touch me. And because I was even asking,
like getting better.
Like there's a point like in every athlete's life. Like let's just say you are a great marathon runner, Kevin. And you get to one marathon, it's like through 11 miles, like, oh my God, like I don't have it. I don't feel right. Like I can't do this. Let me fight on. Like there's got to be a point where then like the 28th hot dog goes down and you're like, I feel like I'm hitting the wall right now. I'm supposed to eat 35 more.
Yeah. It is funny though that like there's 15, 20 people up there.
Yes.
There's a guy finishing with 75, another guy with 55. And then there's this other guy over there. He's got like 22 dogs down. It's like, were you just looking for some free food, man?
Yeah.
Like, come
One
on.
guy's up there. He eats like a half of a hot dog. It was like, good. Take my picture. I've been in this
And
thing.
I'm full.
Yep. And I'm full and I'm ready to go. One more segment to go before your holiday weekend starts. At least with Moneyline, it does. We'll be right back.
We don't care what your high school girlfriend told you. You are a winner.
Or at least you will be if you keep it here.
This is the SportsGrid Radio Network. The new SportsGrid app is now available on iOS and the App Store. Experience the ultimate sports betting companion that provides personalized content from your favorite hosts. In-depth matchup previews, game and prop picks, live odds, stats, scores, and more. All in one place. And of course, on the SportsGrid app, you can tune into our live television and radio coverage anytime. On the go, wherever you are. Download the SportsGrid app on the iOS App Store now. It's smarter to be on SportsGrid.
For anyone who's worried about back taxes, has not filed tax returns, and doesn't know what to do next, stop and listen. Not filing your taxes can have severe consequences, especially in this political climate. Now that COVID is over, the IRS is getting aggressive, massively increasing enforcement and collection efforts. With politicians making all sorts of promises, especially when it comes to taxes, hiding and not dealing with your taxes will cause you harsh legal and financial ramifications. But right now, the IRS offers forgiveness and writes off a massive amount of tax debt. The Tax Doctor offers a free service that helps people get out of IRS collections and back in good standing with the government. Don't hide or bury your head in the sand. Take advantage of our free service. Call now to learn more. 800-816-4492. 800-816-4492. 800-816-4492. That's 800-816-4492.
Carver and Lisi.
You got two old corners, right? You got Darius Slay, you got Jalen Ramsey, who, by the way, doesn't tackle, and on the Dolphins, he sucks. Tell me how that benefits you. If Minka was there, and you got Slay and Porter, and now you got, obviously, Jalen Ramsey, now you're upgrading the secondary. You're going nowhere.
It's Carver and Lisi with Mike Carver and Joe Lisi. Weekdays, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific. On the SportsGrid Radio Network. You're listening to SportsGrid, doing our part to spread the winning edge nationwide. Terrestrial, internet, TV, satellite, and our mobile app. Face it,
you're one of us.
One of us.
This is the SportsGrid Radio Network.
By the way, looking at the Wikipedia page here for Patrick Bertoletti, media appearances. Can I hit edit? Appeared on the early line on the SportsGrid Network July 2nd, getting ready to defend his championship in the hot dog eating contest. I think we can squeeze that in there. And even better if I just include my name in there and not anybody else's name, like interviewed by the RS. I think it'll work.
I think it would boost his profile for sure. We love to see it, Donnie.
No doubt about it here. Only a couple more minutes left in this segment. End the show for this week of Moneyline. Then we take off tomorrow on a Friday. Day off. Saturday, no Moneyline. Sunday, no Moneyline. Back on Monday for Moneyline at this point. You watching any Wimbledon out here, Kevin? Any tennis get your attention?
No.
You talk about on GTD?
Tennis is not just not grabbing me at all, man. It's not, it's not there for me. It's not there for me.
You know, Joe Frizo loves himself some tennis.
Yeah.
I tell him, I was like, look, make me commissioner. Like, we don't have to go to the underhand serve, but nobody allowed to serve more than 75 miles an hour, right?
That's silly.
You got to volley back and forth. It's not silly. No, you're too young right now. When you get older, you get a little bit wiser in your age. You understand.
No, it just
understand what
make
tennis
sense.
used to be, how it is. You want to move the Major League Baseball now back 5 feet in baseball, slow down the pitches so they can hit. I'm all for it. I'm all for it.
Yeah,
man.
that's bizarre. No, I don't get that. What's his story? Was Javi Baez deserving to be in an All-Star, or was something going on because we needed more Detroit Tiger representation?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, I didn't
it's kind of funny
understand
with
that.
the Tigers themselves, because usually the All-Star game is just overrun by big market teams and their superstars. Like, hey, the Dodgers going to have 8 of 9 starters in the All-Star game. It's like,
yeah,
this is what happens at this point. I was actually surprised. It's the way it should be done. Like, it is the All-Star game, so the fans should just be able to vote and put whoever they want to go to that All-Star game. Like Ronald Acuna starting the All-Star game. Guys played like 3 games. You know, he's not an All-Star, but he's an All-Star player.
Yeah, I tell you, Donnie, the way Ronald Acuna Jr. has been playing, I'm not sure I'm mad at it.
Yeah, you know, he gets negative points for being on the Braves. What are they, 50 below 500, man? Negative points.
I mean, what about those red-hot Miami Marlins?
Yeah, got beat yesterday. Tough scene out there, too. Tough scene yesterday, 2-1 loss. Bounce back tonight, big time over down in Miami. That should pan out. How about your Yankees? You can't handle Toronto. Devin Williams. Is Devin Williams? Who's got his jersey? Anybody around your family got Devin Williams' jersey? Hey, man.
Not that I know.
Welcome to the team.
Look, all I know is this is the New York Aaron Judges like never before.
Is it time for him to ask out? Is what people are asking now. Like, you know what I mean? This team's not serious.
I respect it. I respect
Get me with
it.
Ohtani.
Do you feel like we've seen the low point of the Judge season, Donnie? Like, people were waiting for him to go cold.
Weeks.
Yeah, because I'm just saying, like, because it's back up to a 360 batting average. I'm just trying to get. The most interesting thing to me in baseball is what Judge is going to hit this season for me, and I think he's got a real chance at 350 this season.
Yes. Like, he's on that point where if he can just be like average the rest of the way, and average for him would be like, okay, at least 1 base hit a game, it feels like.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's hard to do, but theoretically, 2 for 4, 1 for 4, 2 for 4, 1 for. You see what I mean? Like, doing something like that will keep him right around that range where he needs to be. It's so hard because even as you get better and better, like the pitching gets a little bit better in September. You say, well, what is that supposed to mean? Because he's going to play in high leverage. He's going to play in a lot of high leverage situations for his team. Like, okay, if you're playing I don't know, let's just say the Guardians who are out of it. Like, they're not going to walk. Like, okay, we'll pitch to them. But if you're in a game like, hey, Toronto's 2 games back in September and there's an open base, not seeing those pitches. And most tendencies for a player, human nature, if that ball's 6 inches outside, it might be the only pitch I get to hit tonight. I get myself out. That's what I worry about for Aaron Judge.
No, I think that's totally valid. I think just bigger picture, though, the Yankees should not be favorites in the American League. They shouldn't be in front of Detroit, and they shouldn't be in front of Houston. I don't really know what the argument is. Now, I guess the argument would be, Yankees dropping the Yankees to like 4-1 would invite more bets than the books are interested in, and okay, that's fine. But like, I don't. What are your thoughts on Houston before we get out of here?
I really like them. Like, you're taking a look at Framber Valdez has always been a good pitcher. Hunter Brown might be damn near the best pitcher in the American League, right up there with Skubal. Like, you can't wait on a regular season. You got to wait the postseason. How do you get to a short series? What is your starting pitcher line up against? That 1-2 punch is good at just about anybody in Major League Baseball. It really is. I saw Alvarez, though, did have a setback with his wrist or hand.
Yeah.
Like, if he can get back into that lineup and be that guy, they're scary, man. It's amazing, too, because they're like Tampa Bay to me in a way, but Tampa Bay doesn't win championships. Like, well, they lose players every year. How are they still good? I don't know. It's just a good organization at that point here. It'll do it. Thursday episode of Moneyline. Kevin Walsh, Johnny Right side behind the wheels of steel. It's been Chris. Enjoy your weekend. Keep it profitable and stay safe out there. We'll see you back right here on Monday.
life worth living.
Actionable insights, analysis, odds, and expert perspective on sports gaming.
If we do say so ourselves.
This is the SportsGrid Radio Network.